Hello everyone around the world. You're all tuning in and you are with us live on Track Titan. We are once again back for another community race and we are in the far south reaches of England. We are at Brands Hatch in the brilliant Mazda MX-5 Cup. I'm very much looking forward to this race, not least because I am joined once again by my friend Tom Jones.
Thank you very much, Adam. I am very excited to be here. It has been a while and I am looking forward to the usual carnage and chaos we get with these.
Carnage and chaos. This is a distinguished racing series. I don't know what you're talking about, Tom.
Distinguished in the same way that the bumper cart stand is always distinguished at a fair.
I think you might be onto something there, Tom. But yeah, as I said, we are here at Brands Hatch in the Mazda MX-5 Cups, as you can see. Spitslam's back driving once again in the MX-5, so we'll see how that goes for him. He'll be back, I'm sure, in the coming weeks to commentate. But for now, we're going to jump on board with Mr. Michel Rodriguez, and Tom can take us around the lap.
Yeah, so here we have down the Brabham Straight, coming up to Paddock Hill Bend here. Sighting the braking point, getting it done nicely. Nice bit of rotation, kissing the apex perfectly, and then running out nice to the rumple strip. Keeping a decent bit of speed going on through there, and then hard braking here into Druids, keeping it nice and tight, and then getting the power on early to get the car out and going and catch up to the cars ahead, hopefully use a bit of their slipstream. Then on the brakes, perfectly kissing that apex through here in Graham Hill Bend, running a bit wide there, so that might be an invalidated lap time. We'll have to wait and see. Coming in nicely out, late apex here for Surtees, kissing that, and a bit too much of the curb there, giving him a bit of the oversteer. He's not going to help his time very much at all. He's definitely not going to be setting the timing boards on fire with this lap, I can tell you that one now. Coming on down here through Pilgrim's Drop, going up all the way into the fifth gear. Might see sixth gear here, no, just fifth. Down very early on the fourth, using a lot of that engine braking. Doesn't really want to go anywhere near the apex there for some reason, but keeping it well within the white lines of the track. Then using all of the curb on the inside, running wide slightly there, just keeping it out of the kitty lister on the outside. And then as we come into, I think it's Sheens now. Yeah, there we go, nicely on the apex, using all of the road possible, getting apexes to exits, and apex again, nice turn in there he had through Sterling's, using all the road and using all the camera to help him carry as much speed as he can. On the way down through clearways here into Clark's Curve. Bit of a funny one here because of the camber, and it's caught him out a bit. He's lost a lot of speed washing on wide there, and he's just trying to tuck into the slipstream of the car ahead to get the best time he can with this lap.
What a simply scrumptious lap that was from Michel Rodriguez, and he really didn't set the time in the Tower of Light, as you said. He only went and put it on pole.
So, like a donkey, don't it?
Well, with his first lap, Michel Rodriguez does manage to put it on pole with a 1:39.848, but that is definitely not the lowest time that we're going to see today. Them times are going to tumble very quickly, I'm sure, down into the high 1:38s. I'd like to hope. We'll see how it goes. But a decent spread of drivers today, actually. We've got quite a few familiar faces. We've got a full server, actually, today. 22 drivers on the grid, so we can expect plenty of chaos. And yeah, once again, a few returning faces. Michel Rodriguez, as we've seen, Jesus, Ryan Skywalker. A new driver, currently sat in fourth, Kylie Boucher. I'm going to pronounce it like that. They sound French, and that's it. It could be Kylie Butcher. I'm not 100% sure. But they are sat there in fourth right now, and, well, I can say they'd be fairly happy with that one. Yeah, Evil Goblin, Bathtub, lots of returning familiar faces for this last... This is going to be the last stream before the new year for me. I'm going to have a week off next week. Obviously, Tuesday will be just after Christmas, so... the races will carry on, but they will not be streamed next week, and we'll be back in the new year. So we'll make this a smashing one, as a message to everyone on track. So yeah, you haven't been here a few weeks, Tom, but initial reactions. Who do you think is going to be on pole?
My money, I'll give you my top three. I'm going to go with Jesus.
Okay.
Then. I think it's going to be close between Ryan Skywalker and Michel, but I think my money, after seeing some of the fantastic driving ability from Michel on that lap, I'm going to put Ryan in second and Michel third.
Fine choices, and I think they're fairly safe choices.
They're incredibly safe choices, that's why I went for them.
Tom is a wise man with his money and does not let the bookies keep it. So Yeah, Tom predicting a Jesus Michelle Ryan, but currently Ryan is on a flyer. He's sat on provisional pole with a 1:39.2. 4 minutes left of qualifying, of course, so plenty time to work through. Well, plenty of time for everyone to work through their gaps. But yeah, Ryan's on a flyer at the minute with the purple first sector. We'll see how he manages to get on. I'll try and jump on board with him. Try and find him on track. There he is. Whereabouts is he on track? I can't keep track of him. Ah, he's coming into Dingledell. There he is.
What corner name? What corner name? But I think you're wrong. It's Sheens he was in there.
Are you right?
Yeah.
I might take offence to this, Tom. I might take offence to this.
Well, you're going to have to take offence to it because I'm looking at the track map. It's called
Dingledell.
Dingledell is the one before it. So the course goes right 5 times in a row at Hawthorns, then into Westfields, and then you kind of got like a little kink after Westfields, and then you got Dingledell, which goes right again, and then it's Sheens, and then you get the left to Stirlings.
I never doubted you.
Yeah, you did.
But yeah, so there we go. Coming through, Dingle. It's a shame that Dingledell is not more of an important corner because I do like to say that quite a lot. Dingledell. Yeah. But Ryan Skywalker there didn't put in a faster lap. Only put in a 1:39.296. I think he had a bit of a rough last sector. Lost about 2/10 to the guys behind him, at least, Michelle and Jesus. So. It's all the time on this track. It's made and lost coming through the Clark curve. You know, it's such a difficult corner to master and carry your speed through.
Definitely, it just throws you off going in there. It's so weird to look at and just drive it. The feel, your car just scrubs. It's understeer central. It really is.
It is, yeah. And I had the immense privilege of heading down to Simply Race in Milton Keynes earlier last week and had a race around Brands Hatch in some Clios, and let me tell you, Clark Curve is not fun in a front wheel drive car. It really is understeer central. Obviously it's off camber and coming over a hill. It's not inclined to give you a lot of traction, is it?
No. It's so wide it invites you in. So it gives you a false sense of security just for your car to go nice and light and it off camber slightly, so it just washes. You see Ryan coming on in and out, and he's done that quite well. I think he carried maybe a little bit too much speed because the rear did step out on him a little bit there. So he's gonna lost time again. And I can assure you this lap won't be faster because.
It will. Ryan Skywalker puts in a 1:39.056, and once again, Tom is left with a red face.
I'm on an absolute blinder tonight. Jesus Christ.
I'll tell you what, some of these other drivers are going to be upset. You need to just start. Oh, you know what? Jesus is not going to improve this lap, and then I'll put in a second faster. They'll start paying you. I watched him go through the first couple of corners through Druids, and he was all over the place. He was, honestly, it was awful. And I was there like, oh, he's lost so much time here. There's no way he's ever getting this on pole. Going to improve with this lap, and he comes through, and he goes. But I tell you what, it just goes to prove you cannot guess anything in a track titan race. Everything's on the cards. Everything is on the cards in a track titan race, and with only 32 seconds left of quali. This might be Ryan Skywalker's last. Who's that? Austin Wilk! Austin Wilk puts in a provisional pole with 25 seconds left. Who's this, Donny? I don't think I've seen his name before.
But that's a fantastic lap.
That's a beautiful lap. Like I said, getting into the 138s there, a 138.969. He's got 2 green sectors and a purple sector in the middle sector. Fantastic lap from him there. And Ryan Skywalker is not set to improve on his time. He's got orange all around. Michelle Rodriguez is pitted. He's not going to improve and get any higher than 3rd. So it's all down to whether Ryan Skywalker can improve. Ryan Skywalker's coming to the pits.
So what? Jesus has had a fantastic last sector. He's had the tote, so he could be looking at something promising here as he goes 3rd.
He goes 3rd.
I was hyping it up.
You know what?
Pit Michelle. So,
I mean, you know, something happened, and so I'll give you that. But yeah, Jesus there pipping Michelle to 3rd, but Austin Wilk out of nowhere managing to put in a 138.969. I really did not see him on the timing tower before that. He's putting another purple sector on his latest lap. I think he's going to have another lap. Let me just check where he is on track. Yes, he is. Yeah.
The board with 20 seconds to go. He's coming round through Sheens there, getting it nicely, really showing the rest of them the line to take through there. getting it down nicely, using all of that curve on the inside. He's really giving it the beans. He definitely knows what he's doing these last few corners much better than some of the people we've watched on board. Here we go. How's he going to do Clark's? Oh, he's absolutely smashed it. I'm not going to lie.
That was beautiful.
That was brilliant. That was fantastic.
Picture perfect there from Austin Wilk. And is he going to improve on his time once again?
No. Just slower.
Oh, 3/100ths slower. So multiple incredible laps from Austin Wilk there, and managing to get himself onto pole position for the first race. So your top 3 for the first race is going to be Austin Wilk, Ryan Skywalker, and Jesus. And here we go. Ready for the first race. It's all to play for. It really is all to play for this time round. I'll try and get to the front of the grid. Always a fun part of my race. There we go. We'll have a look at Jesus off the line. Let's see what kind of start he gets, because he's going to be starting on the outside for the first corner, so he's going to look to get a very good start. No, Jesus is going to be on the inside, isn't he? Forgive me. He's going to be on the inside, so he's once again, though, still going to look for a good start to try and pit Ryan Skywalker to the first corner.
Of course, he's going to be tucking in behind Austin into turn 1, try and carry the momentum on through and just sort of show Ryan onto the gravel trap on the outside. But if he was a clean racer, he'd leave the gap.
If he was, yeah, Jesus is a clean racer. Yeah, I've got full trust in him. I've got full trust. So here we go, getting ready to race once more. We've got 22 drivers on our very packed grid here in Kent at Brands Hatch. We've got 6 red lights that are going on, 6 red lights are off, and away we're going. It's a fantastic start from Austin Wilk, but also from Ryan Skywalker, who's moving up on Austin Wilk into the first corner. Is he going to be able to make a move? He's diving down the inside of Austin Wilk into the first corner, but not going to happen this time around. Jesus is going to challenge Ryan Skywalker into the first corner. Ryan Skywalker is going to push him all the way to the outside, and they're side by side coming up towards Druids. Ryan Skywalker with the inside. He's going to carry on all the way around Druids ahead of Jesus. Michelle Rodriguez sniffing at the back of Jesus down the exit, but not having anything doing. It's absolute carnage at the back, Tom. You're going to have to keep a look on that for me while I follow the front quickly, because Ryan Skywalker has managed to clear away from Jesus a bit, and Michelle Rodriguez, and so they're line astern in the same order that they set off with. What on earth happened further back, Tom?
I will be honest with you, I couldn't see. I believe it was probably the usual suspects, because Spitz is well down at the back. So I think it was probably something to do with him, and that's what I'm going to stick with.
You know what? That's a solid estimate of where the chaos started. We can always count on Spitzland to make the broadcasts interesting for us. But up at the front, not much chaos at all for an MX-5 race. We've got 5 drivers, all doing very clean races. Ryan Skywalker with a bit of oversteer there coming through. Whereabouts are we on track? Dingle Dingle Dell. But still managing to stay within a second of Austin Wilk, and yeah, all the drivers in the top 5 are within a second of each other. And my timing tower doesn't want to go past 10 today, so see if I can fix that on the fly. You have to excuse the slightly weird on-screen displays, fellas.
Yeah, so coming on through the first lap here. The top 3 have stayed the way they were. I think even though the top 4 have stayed the way they were. Coming across the line, give you a quick rundown of your top 10. You've got Austin leading the way to Ryan Skywalker, holding just half a second back in second. Shortly behind him, you've got Jesus and Michelle. And back in 5th place, you've got Ivan. I carry you. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. So we're going to stick with it. In 6th, the Evil Goblin's just made a move on Alexander Gray to secure 7th, but Alexander Gray's come on back on him to take that 7th place back. Then, so you got 8th, Evil Goblin, 8th place, Bathtub in 9th, and Supreach is what I'm going to go with, and then he's in 10th.
Yep, a pretty crazy top 10 there. So actually, I say pretty crazy, pretty stable top 10 rather. I think it's a pretty crazy bottom 10, as there is a lot of carnage once again out of the first corner. People getting caught out by Paddock Hill. It's the very iconic corner and very easy to go into the gravel there. I can tell you that from plenty of sim racing experience, having spent in that gravel trap, and it looks like they are going to come up on a back marker very soon. They are. Who is that? It is.
I'm not sure.
I think it's Mr. Stink, and is what I'm going to call him, just to
You're what? Sorry.
Mr. Stink is what I'm going to call him, because I don't want to pronounce his full name on stream. And the leaders are going to come through and going to lap him very soon. He must have an absolutely torrid first part of the race. Really struggling to get any time off the line. I'm going to jump back a bit because it looks like from 11th to 15th, I think it is, 11th to 17th, we've got some crazy battles going on. Who's that? Silverman and oh my god, Shedchik is what I'm going to say. Having a battle. I Carry You seems to have had an incident coming onto clearways somewhere. Austin Wilk with the fastest lap, and back to this crazy battle. 15th place, changes hands once again. Oh, Shedchik seems to have gone off. Coming out of Sterling's, I think that is, onto clearways. He must have got a bit of oversteer and has just come around. Ryan Skywalker making a move on Austin Wilk into Druids, but is Austin Wilk going to be able to fight back? Not this time round. He's going to hold onto the outside line coming down the hill and through. And is that Jesus sniffing up the inside? It is Jesus in the purple Mazda trying to make a move on Austin Wilk through the corner. Not going to happen this time. Austin Wilk clips. Oh, he doesn't clip Ryan Skywalker. That was my ping. But he does manage to get it right up the inside of Ryan Skywalker, breaking very, very deep. And then coming onto the straight, he's well ahead. That's allowed Jesus to move through on Ryan Skywalker. And Michelle Rodriguez is also at the back of this, not too far away as they're coming through to lap the back marker. The back marker's once again causing chaos.
Jesus done a fantastic move there to take second place and keeping it nice and clean. I will say it wasn't your ping. They did have a little coming together with the back marker involved, but he managed to survive nicely. Got Jesus now right on the back, and now I don't know if I saw it in my eyes or if I got it wrong, but I think the back marker has dropped it. Because yeah, I'm watching someone go tumbling down the order, and there was definitely someone in the barrier back there.
Yeah, someone has just come off there. I think it was Mr. Stink once again, though. Just flying off the track, not able to, well, maximise his potential in this car. So Jesus now is your man in second place, still chasing down Austin Wilk, who was flying once again in first position. Ryan Skywalker and Michelle Rodriguez also having a battle. Is that Ryan Skywalker on the inside, Michelle Rodriguez on the outside for Clark. Michelle Rodriguez is going to look to make a switchback on him. Oh, and he makes a fantastic move through Clark Kirby's alongside Ryan Skywalker all the way down the pit straight. They are side by side. They are very, very tight. Door banging. Michelle Rodriguez saying, well, hello, Ryan Skywalker. I'm right here. And then says, goodbye, Ryan Skywalker. I want to go make some sandcastles. And then heads off right into the first corner. Gets in the way of Ivan Maniero as he rejoins. Ivan Maniero manages to move through safely and not collide with him. And, well, Michelle Rodriguez has really thrown away a chance to get past Ryan Skywalker, Tom.
He really did. He really did. Sorry, your sandcastles comment has definitely got me with that one. I wasn't expecting that, but yeah, made a bit of contact and then went digging, didn't he? But yeah, that's just allowed Austin and Jesus just to clear on up the road. There's only 4 tenths between the two of them. Jesus is doing well just to keep within his bumper range. Not really close enough to make any moves at the minute, but he's well within the slipstream range. He just needs to sit there and look for an opportunity. As I say that, he is dropping back more and more, so I wonder if he's got some slight damage or something, or is he just driving poorly today? Either way, he's not quite there, is he?
He's not quite on the same level as Austin. Now, you know what? I'm welcoming Austin as a breath of fresh air. But that being said, Austin did manage to put in a purple first sector, the fastest of anyone so far. However, that being said, Jesus was only 1/1000th behind him. So, really, really minimal difference between these two drivers. Is there a battle going on further behind? There is! Ivan Maniero has managed to make himself past Ryan Skywalker. Must have been coming through Dingle Dell. And Ryan Skywalker now in 4th coming onto clearways. Michelle Rodriguez has been allowed to catch back up to the pair. They must be battling for quite a while, and I just wasn't looking at them, Tom.
Yeah, that's I'm guilty of that myself. There's so much action going on, it's difficult to keep an eye on what's happening everywhere. What I can tell you though is Split Sam is nearly a lap behind, and I can promise you that one's accurate.
Very nearly. The Lloyd's going to come up through lapping very soon, but Mr. Maniero and Ryan Skywalker battling once again. Ryan Skywalker has the inside line. He's ahead before Paddock Hill, but once again there's a driver making sandcastles, and this time round it's Ryan Skywalker allowing Michelle Rodriguez to move through on him. Michelle Rodriguez is going to also try and move through on Ivan. Not going to happen into Druids, but yeah, it turns out that battling into Paddock Hill is a recipe for disaster, and Guns N' Roses are not involved in this recipe for disaster. It's just Ryan Skywalker.
Hey, what, I can give you a bit of a hint from the Track Titan website. If you focus on what you're doing and not the person in front of you, you'll probably make the corner.
That's a fantastic tip, Tom. I've never needed that in my life. Never, ever.
Have you not, Charles?
Never,
Have you not?
never. I did not spin at a kart circuit watching Tom Jones spin. Anyway, back with the battle. Ivan Maniero and Michelle Rodriguez still battling away, but you know what? They have dropped a serious amount of time to the guys out in the top 2. This battling is not doing them any favours for their own lap times, but I suppose it's all a scrap to find that final podium position. And Michelle Rodriguez does just that, manages to move up the inside of Ivan. And is Ryan Skywalker going to move up into 4th? Yes, he is, through Dingle 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 Dell. And coming into Sheens, the side by side, Ivan Minero gets a bit of oversteer on, and he's in the wall. He's going right around out of Sheens. He's going to hold on to 5th place, I assume, because Evil Goblin is quite a way behind, but that is very unfortunate for Ivan there. He was having a really good battle with Ryan Skywalker and Michelle Rodriguez, and it's just coming through Sheens. If you get 2 wheels on that grass on the outside, it's so easy to go around as he goes around once again on clearways in a very similar fashion. Tom.
Absolutely gutting for him, absolutely gutting. And with today being the first race that I've commentated where we have, I believe it's 100% damage on.
It is.
So unlike previous occasions where it's bumper carts for days and you don't have to worry about it, you might actually have to pay a penalty for your bad driving, which is definitely going to hinder some people out there today. And unfortunately, I think Ivan's going to be paying the price for that, as we've seen him dropping on down the order there, all the way down to 10th now. So that's not ideal for him. As we've been watching this battle, though, Jesus did set the fastest lap of the race that last lap, going 0.2 of a second faster than Austin.
Wow, yes he did. A fastest lap of the entire race, 1:39.048. So he's really putting the pressure on Austin Wilk right now, really looking to make a move. Although perhaps this is going to be the best display of Jesus' skill we've ever seen, because usually he just clears off and he's gone, or he's fighting through the battle, but now he's got a driver that's well and truly on his level. So if Jesus can make this work, can stick behind Austin Wilk until, say, the last lap and just make a vital move on the last lap, this might be one to watch back and put in Jesus' trophy cabinet. But we will see. We've got 5.5 minutes left, so if that's something that develops, call me a clairvoyant. I'm going to jump back to Michelle Rodriguez and Ryan Skywalker, because they are battling very tightly through Sheens. Ryan Skywalker on the inside for Sheens, now on the outside for Surtees. Is it Surtees?
Sheens, then Sterling's.
Sterling's. I'm going to get that in my mind anyway. Coming down clearways, I know it's called clearways, into Clark Curve. Ryan Skywalker is up the exhaust pipe of Michelle Rodriguez, but dropping back a little bit coming through Clark Curve. Just not getting such a good run through Clark Curve, Ryan Skywalker. Although, as I say that, he really does tuck into the slipstream of Michelle Rodriguez, managing to gain a little bit of time coming down the pit straight. That slipstream's quite effective. But both drivers taking a very safe run into Paddock Hill Bend, and it looks like Ryan Skywalker's got the better run because he's going to look to the inside of Druids. Michelle's going to very much cover up the inside, and they're going to sit 3 and 4 still coming through Druids down the hill. I don't know which way this battle's going to swing at all. These two drivers are both on it today.
They are indeed. And I don't know, but I wonder if Michelle's lights are giving him extra power. A joke, of course. That's not a thing. But what I will say is that for the last lap and a half, maybe 2 laps, Bathtub and Supeach have been literally side by side the whole way round almost. So it's fantastic fighting. We're watching back here for 6th place. It's intense. They're heavy, and it's allowing sorry, I think it's Diogo Texera. I can't say his name.
Diogo Texera.
There we go, Diogo Texera to catch right up onto the back of them and make it a nice 3-way fight for 6th place. This is it's been remarkably clean and some very nice moves.
It's battles up and down the grid, and I'm just going to jump back towards Michelle Rodriguez and Ryan Skywalker, because they are also chopping and changing. Ryan Skywalker managed to make a move on Michelle Rodriguez, I think coming through the 2nd sector, but Michelle Rodriguez just made an absolutely beautiful dive bomb into Sheens and managed to get back ahead of Ryan Skywalker 4 clearways, and he's going to try and hold on to this 3rd position like his life depends on it. But Ryan Skywalker is not the kind of man that's going to give up. I'm going to watch these for a bit. I'm going to try and jump between these two and the group behind. No, I'm not, because Ryan Skywalker might be landing a move into Paddock Hill Bend. Not this time round. Let's see if the group behind are still battling. Yes, they are. 3-way battle coming down clearways. Is this going to hot up as they come through the Clark Curve? Is Ryan Skywalker going to make a move with Michelle Rodriguez? We've got 2 simultaneous battles right now. Oh, Bathtub runs wide on Clark Curve. Superbike manages to dodge him there, coming back onto the track. Superbike moves up into 6th position. Bathtub in 7th. Diogo Texera now sniffing at the back of Bathtub, taking the outside line for Paddock Hill Bend. Is he going to be able to brake later and get the run, or is he going to do a switchback on him? Looks like it's going to be a switchback for Diogo Texera, but it's not come off quite as well as he would have hoped. Bathtub looking to the inside of Superbike. Whoa, Bathtub, that was nearly a very Kvyat-like move. Diogo Texera capitalising on Bathtub's slight mistake there, getting alongside out of Druids, but going to throw it all away and drop back once again into 8th. He's just not able to find a way past Bathtub right now. He's once again side by side coming into actual Surtees. Diogo Teixeira is ahead this time, and he's going to be able to brake late and hold on to 7th. No, he's not, because he's messed up as well. Bathtub back through into 7th place down the straight. These drivers are, honestly, they're some of the best battling we've seen all day, and very, very clean. This is a great example of how to race. Bathtub weaving down the straight. Sorry, Tom, go ahead.
It's not stopping at all, is it? It's not. I saw some comments before the race from some of the drivers calling Bathtub a sniper, like Spitsam, always one for a collision. What I've seen so far is some of the best driving I've ever witnessed in this. He's not exactly going forward. He has lost a couple of positions, and he's dropping, and he's now fighting for 7th instead of 6th. But it's some fantastic fighting, and it's awesome to watch.
He's doing himself
as we see
proud.
that huge slide through there, fantastic stuff. Not quick, but it's good to watch.
Oh, we're going to have to jump to the front because Jesus, he's trying to pull the trigger. He's trying to find a way past Austin Wilk. He's managed to do it through Druids. He's also going to manage to do it coming down the hill and onto the short straight. I forgot the name of. And then coming through into Says. Jesus is ahead. The purple man, the man in purple, Jesus. He always ends up in purple. I swear I've seen him before. Nonetheless, it's because he's got the purple sectors. Austin Wilk is going to fight back through Surtees, coming onto the main straight, going right down the back of the track. This is such a long straight to be side by side for. What's going through these drivers' minds now as they come all the way up the hill towards Hawthorne Bend? Austin Wilk is just about ahead of Jesus. He's got the outside line. Jesus not able to hang on. He's alongside his rear quarter as they come into Westfield Bend, and Jesus is he's so close to Austin Wilk's back end now, really trying to find a way past. There's only 30 seconds left on the clock. They've got this lap and one more for the move to be made. Is Jesus going to be able to find a way past? He's made a fantastic run through Sheens there as he come through into Sterling's. And then onto clearaways. Thank you, Tom. Jesus is still behind. How has he managed to keep this such a tight gap through like 10 different corners now? Through Clark curves, who's going to have the better run onto the start-finish straight? Jesus Christ, these boys are identical. They are AI, designed to make some good racing. We've got final lap, yep, final lap confirmation there. Just managing to get onto the final lap there. We could have had another lap of racing. Who's that going right off the track there? That's Spitslam. Oh, Spitslam nearly Spitslamming it. Oh, Jesus trying to dive to the inside of Druids. He's not going to happen this time round, but he has got the inside line coming out the corner. He's going to try and get alongside Austin Wilkes now as they come down the hill once again into the left-hander down the straight into Surtees. Jesus is sniffing exhaust fumes. You take over here, Tom. I'm running out of breath.
I was going to say, chappers, do you want to start working at an auction? You'd be fantastic. Got Jesus sniffing that gearbox, sniffing those exhaust fumes, hoping to power himself along with that. Get some high-octane air coming on in his way. Getting right underneath the bumper now with the long straight. He's got the slipstream, so he could look to make a move now into into Hawthorns, but he's not going to be quite close enough. He's probably going to, if I was a betting man, I'd be looking to make a move through Sheens or into Sterling's, because then you got less of an opportunity for him to get back on pass. But he's just bumper to bumper. This is fantastic stuff. He's looking to open up the gap, looking for an opportunity just to slide on up the inside, and I think he's trying to get his nose in there now. He's not quite close enough. Through Sheens we go. He's on the right hand side, going outside. Sorry, Austin covers it off nicely, so leaving Jesus a lot of work to do. He's going to have to go round the outside of Clark's here. He's going to get more momentum down, but he doesn't have the overlap. Brakes slightly earlier, and Austin goes wide.
Oh, Jesus clipped him.
Oh, he can't take the win there. Surely he's got to let him have it. Yeah, he's backed off nicely. I don't know if he had a big moment there. I couldn't see on my camera, but there we go. Austin takes the win of race 1 with Jesus coming across second, and Ryan Skywalker now has a comfortable gap to Michelle in fourth. So Ryan, Austin, Jesus, and Ryan is your top 3 for race 1.
Well, no one was predicting that, eh? No one was predicting that. Austin Wilkes coming out of nowhere through qualifying, holding on to first place all the way through the race, having a fantastic battle with Jesus there, nearly Max Verstappen in his way through at the end, but he's decided to give the win back. And I'll stop being controversial to the Red Bull fans in the chat, but Ryan's Jesus
controversial.
Jesus there managing to managing to get through from, I think he was about third, wasn't he? Yeah, third to second, getting past Ryan Skywalker. Ryan Skywalker's just not got the pace to keep up with these boys right at the front, but nonetheless having a great battle with Michelle Rodriguez through to the end, and he's managed to claim fourth. Michelle Rodriguez in fifth. Alexander Gray takes home, that must be a career best fifth. That's really, really good from him there. Going to spectate some of the racing on Druid's Corner. What a fantastic spot to watch some of the racing from. Super Pike, after his fantastic battles, comes home 6th with Diogo Texeira in 7th and Bathtub in 8th. Them 3 drivers there having a fantastic battle all the way through to the end, and 6th, 7th and 8th are theirs. And then your top 10 is rounded up by I Carry You and Evil Goblin. Keith putting it in 10th, and I'm sure he'll be happy with that one. On to the next race, Tom. What do you think of that one?
Yeah. Honestly, that was fantastic to watch. Really close all the way to the end. Decided on the final lap. See, unlike Formula 1, we don't use safety cars to fix the result.
Can you tell we're British? Well,
I have no idea what you're on about. I would never have a weighted opinion that could not be entirely correct. It couldn't be.
Well, there you go. That's a fantastic first race for us there. I think we peaked 18 viewers in that race as well. That was fantastic for us. So on pole for the reverse grid race, it's going to be Lickwick with Kylie Boucher, Silverman, Artsiom, and Evil Goblin, your top 5 for this next race. And I think some drivers are a bit further down because they come into the pits and whatnot. But we are once again getting ready for what is surely going to be more chaos. That's a jump start from Lickwick and Kylie Boucher. They do not care for the rules, and they're going to be sent back to the pits. I'm going to have to try and jump back to the front because I'm lost already. Oh my goodness me, it's Silverman starting from the front. He's going to try and hold on to this first position as the drivers further back look to make their way through, as I'm sure they will. But Evil Goblin, Keith, looking up the inside. Who's that been bumped? That's Diogo Texeira bumping someone round. Whoa, that was an interesting move from Diogo there, sending someone round. Evil Goblin looking up the inside of Druid Hairpin. Is it going to happen? Yes, it is. Evil Goblin there, moving up into first position. He's going to be very happy there. And Diogo Texeira on the outside of Silverman, out the third corner, and holding on to third for now, while Superbike is in fourth. The faster drivers further back that we'd expect to move through. Austin Wilk, Michelle Rodriguez, Jesus not moving up quite as we'd expect. Ryan Skywalker though up into 8th position from third to last. I Carry You has definitely gone off there, dropping right through the order. Your top 3 as they come down the straight, but it's definitely going to change. Evil Goblin, Silverman, and Diogo Texeira. Wow, what a start to the race there.
I think the person we saw going round was Michelle Rodriguez. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it quite possibly could have been. But other than that, I think we got away mostly all right. We escaped from a couple little incidents at the very back there. So we've got Evil Goblin now, just Keith there. It's got like a nice half second. Well, I say half second. He's lost half his lead. It's down to 2.5 tenths. He's got the buffer, but he's got Silverman right up behind him now. He's going to have to go defense. He's got 4 of them there, nose to tail really. This is fantastic stuff. These MX-5s do lend themselves to some fantastic battles even in real life. Some of the closest race finishes I've ever seen have been in these. Fantastic stuff. Got a big old group there fighting over second and third place. Really close. As Evil Goblin comes through to lead us across the line to start lap 2. It's got a bit hectic, hasn't it?
It has got
3
a bit
wide
hectic
there at the back. I believe that's Bathtub. I'm not 100% sure who we got. We've got Bathtub going side by side with somebody else. Number 55,
Alexander Gray.
I don't know who that is. Alexander Gray and the 24 car. I don't know who's going
Diogo
very
Texeira.
sideways, but getting away there nicely. Yeah. Sorry, I don't have names on. I don't know who's who.
It's all right.
Yeah, Bathtub holding it around the outside still. Fantastic stuff. Going a bit wide there, so losing the momentum off the corner, but he's still got the inside. It's just, this battle's never ending. It's running a little bit wide again. 61 car has gone round.
Ryan Skywalker.
Ryan Skywalker's dropped it. Oh, that's unfortunate for him. I think he's more taken out there than dropping it himself. I won't lie. Definitely a bit dodgy. Bathtub all the way up in 4th place now. Supeach has taken the lead to Silverman. I don't know where Evil Goblin's going. He's dropped all the way down to 5th. I must have missed that. Got Alexander Gray up into the rounding out your podium places at the minute, with Michelle Rodriguez tumbling on down the order. Austin, Jesus and Ryan are making their way back up. Ryan is sat down there in 8th place with Jesus in 9th and Austin down in 10th. Austin and Jesus really just need to get the bit between the teeth and get going. Jesus does have a nice 4-second margin to him, so he's clearly gotten past some trouble a bit quicker and is able to get on the hunt. As I say, that Cookie Hunter has gone off and is tumbling on down the order. I think he's probably going to rejoin around 10th, 11th place. Have to see. It looks like he's actually got going again in 9th. My bad.
Yeah, he managed to come back on track quite well there. He really didn't lose the car at all and rejoined after just losing a bit of time and dropping behind Ryan Skywalker and Jesus. But no shame in that. Them two drivers are very fast and are definitely going to move up through the order. But yeah, your winner from last round, Austin Wilk, sat in 10th. Marcel Rodriguez, as we saw, was must have been backwards or something, but he really tumbled down the order. Bathtub's come in for a pit. I do assume that is damage. He was quite battered and bruised, I think.
He's just driving straight on through, so I think it might be a penalty of some sort. I'm not 100%.
It could
so
well
I'll
be,
have to
actually.
jump further forward and see what's going on. Really close battle for second with Alexander Gray and Silverman, but nose to tail, really. And Sue Peach is just running away with this. He's watched it. He's very happy to be seeing this in his rearview mirror, and he's pulled a 2-second margin back to them already. Got Evil Goblin and Diego fighting it out for 4th place, another 2.5 further back. So they're going to be really hoping that the guys further ahead start fighting harder, so they start losing time. And if they just work together, I think they could probably catch back up. As I'm saying, this Alexander Gray has done the move around the outside to take that 2nd place.
What a fantastic move that was there from Alexander Gray. I'm trying to get a replay of that one.
Probably catch back up. As I'm saying, this Alexander Gray has done the move around the outside to take that 2nd place.
It's okay, but Alexander Gray into 2nd position on Silverman, and a bit of door bashing there as we come back to him, coming through into Sheens. Oh, Silverman getting pushed right onto the outside. They're not in Sheens, I'm lying. They're in Westfield, coming through Dingle, Dell. And who's that moving right through the order? That's Evil Goblin. Whoa, he took about 3 cars all in one corner there, up into 3rd position. And Alexander Gray's going to try and fight back at him. Not going to happen this time around, but Alexander Gray, for now, the Swede on top, because Michelle Rodriguez is not there to claim that title from him. Going through the Clark curve, who's that in amongst it? That's Ryan Skywalker in the beige MX-5, having a fantastic battle with Diogo Teixeira and Jesus. They're 3 wide coming down the pit straight. Diogo Teixeira on the outside, Ryan Skywalker on the inside. Jesus sandwiched between the pair of them. Who's going to come out on top as they go through Paddock Hill Bend? Jesus bakes quite late there. He's going to be left to hang out to dry by Diogo Teixeira. Diogo Teixeira is going to try and switch back on him. Just not got the pace to come up the hill. Ryan Skywalker switches to the outside to try and get the move on Alexander Gray. Diogo Teixeira up the inside of Jesus. They're very, very tight racing there. Oh, and great racing there from Jesus and Diogo Teixeira. Likewise with Ryan Skywalker and Alexander Gray. No drivers backwards, which is always a good sight to see for our racing. So it's Ryan Skywalker still on the back of Alexander Gray, looking to make a move into Surtees. He's going to move to the inside. He's going to try and break deep, but he's not going to have the run into this particular corner. Evil Goblin's not far up ahead. Who's that with a snap of oversteer? That was Diogo Teixeira dropping off the back of Jesus. So as they come down the straight, this is about 5 long train of MX-5s. Ryan Skywalker and Alexander Gray, the closest of them. Ryan Skywalker up the inside of Hawthorne. Not happening this time round as they come through. Slight bend in the road as they come up to Westfield, and Alexander Gray still holding on to 4th position, doing a fantastic drive to hold on. We all know how fast Ryan is, but, well, sorry Alexander, I've cursed you there. Ryan Skywalker moves through the inside as Alexander gets on the grass, and Jesus and Ryan Skywalker are going to absolutely mob Keith now. Come on Keith, hold in there. Evil Goblin. Oh, Alexander Gray managing to get up behind Evil Goblin there and capitalising on a bit of accidental mobbing, and Ryan Skywalker coming off very well out of all of that, getting a serious gap ahead of Jesus, who's the man that he's trying to run away from. Jesus is definitely involved in this 4-way battle, and moving out to the outside of Evil Goblin is Alexander Gray. Side by side, Alexander Gray is ahead down the start finish straight. Behind Jesus is Austin Wilk, who is tucking in right behind, trying to make his way through, having another battle with Jesus. I'm sure he'll be very, very familiar with him now. Jesus makes a move up the inside of Evil Goblin, looking to make a move at the inside of Alexander Gray into Druids. Not going to happen this time round. Austin Wilk trying to make a move on Evil Goblin. Again, not going to happen this time round. But Jesus going to be very happy to see Evil Goblin holding up Austin Wilk, because he's going to be his biggest challenger as he tries to make his way through the field. Jesus getting left, hung out to dry. Who's that gone off in the background? That is Evil Goblin.
Evil Goblin, sorry, I thought it was Diego, my bad.
Evil Goblin flying off in the background there after that crazy battle that he's had. And once again, they are line astern. Go ahead, Tom, I'm dying.
Yeah, I was going to say, when's your rap album coming out? I know, it's fantastic. So you got Alexander Gray has taken the lead of this 3-man group for 4th place with Jesus. Jesus is just tucking in behind him there. He's probably going to have to follow him through here as he takes his contact, he spins about, and he gets what he deserves. A nice big dose of karma there for Jesus. Can't be doing any of that. I wish Max Verstappen got a bit of that this last year. Anyway, moving on. Austin has inherited 4th place as we see Diogo Teixeira absolutely dropping it on the curb going around the corner there. So Austin has been released to chase down these front 3. Got Ryan has already caught up onto the back of Silverman and is looking to steal that 2nd place away from him. Supic is right now, he's 5.8 seconds clear of 2nd place, and he's going to be hoping that Silverman can do him a solid and defend for everything he's worth, really. He's only got 6 minutes, he's got about 5 laps to go, and then he could be winning a track titan race here. But he's got some hot competition flying up on the back of him. Ryan has really closed the gap in. Yes, he was 3/10 slower than the 2 of them this lap, but he's gained a lot in that last few sectors as Ryan takes the move on Silverman. And he jumped to it, sorry. He's Silverman on the outside, left out to dry, and is already into the clutches of Austin. Austin right on his tail there, looking to make a move. Ryan's released to go hunt down ahead. He's got a gain of about a bit over a second a lap and then get past. It's going to be a tall order for him to do that, but his pace from the last race says it could very well be possible. Got Ryan there, Austin looking to go for a later cutback more on to Silverman right up behind him, sniffing his bumper, really in the slipstream there. He's going to be looking to make a move now into Hawthorns, maybe even before the end of Pilgrim's drop, quite possibly. He pulls out, goes alongside, securing himself, going for the inside, just letting him know he's going past, and there's nothing Silverman can do with it, and quite fairly, he doesn't fight it too hard. He lets him on through. He knows his battle's not with him. His battle's about holding on to 4th place, which just allows Austin to get free and start hunting on down onto Ryan. He's already got 2 seconds to gain on him as Ryan is absolutely pulling time out of our leader. As I say, as Jesus has gotten back on past Alexander Gray, so after taking him out, he's finally got through on him fairly. Adam, your turn.
I'm going to have a look back at that initial move from Jesus and Alexander Gray as they went off
probably
together.
Going to have to follow him
you can see that Jesus just clips the back of Alexander Gray, and Alexander Gray gets a serious snap on, and they both do some dancing in the grass. Well, I mean, you know, it's what happens when you're battling so close and you miss your breaking point, but Jesus, yeah, I can't say he didn't deserve it. So, yeah. As he goes off at Clark Curve there, gets all over the grass, loses a serious amount of time, and Alexander Gray slides back on through. So Jesus, from finishing 2nd in the first race, is now down and battling away in 6th, and he just cannot find a way to get forward. He hasn't managed to get the same look that Austin Wilk has, and Austin Wilk's moved right through, and as you said, Tom, is chasing down Ryan Skalka, who is in turn chasing down Superbike. Whether he can do that in 4 minutes, I don't know. He's only got 6 seconds to gain on him, and well, I'm not sure what the lap times are looking like. Do you know what they're looking like? Is it on the cards, Tom?
No, it's not on the cards anymore. He was gaining really well. He took a second out of him at the end of the previous lap, and he's just decided just to throw it all away. Really, he's had the opportunity there, and he's just not done it, and now he's got to defend from Austin. Realistically, I don't see him defending from Austin for another 3 laps. I think we've got left after this, so I think we're going to be seeing Austin into 2nd place. I'm not sure what Austin's going to be able to do, but we're going to see Super Peach's lap time coming up here shortly, and then we'll be able to have a look about what sort of time he's doing, and if Austin really gets the pedal down, whether he'll be able to catch up. But saying that, he's not really catching on Ryan the way I expected him to, so he's really got to try and get himself going again.
Yeah, he really does. It's going to be a difficult ask for Austin to get right past Ryan Skywalker. As you know, Ryan is a very fast racer, and he's not going to make it easy for Austin to pass. So I do think Superbike, he'll be happy to see them battle in his rearview mirror, and barring any serious incidents for himself, I don't want to curse him here, but he might be cruising on to his first track titan win if he can keep it together, because yeah, like you say, Austin and Ryan are going to battle away. It's going to take him it's going to take some time for Austin to get past Ryan if he's going to do that, or Ryan needs to up his lap times. Superbike managed to cross the line, putting in a 1:40.342, so he's only about, I mean, that lap he was faster than he was just about 100 slower than Ryan, and a few tenths slower than Austin. So yeah, barring any serious incidents, Superbike is going to run on to his first track titan win. Just as you were commentating as well, Tom, Alexander Gray coming through Surtees managed to get 2 wheels on the grass, went one way, went the other way, and went backwards, and made a fool of himself, and Jesus moved through for 5th position fairly this time.
Yeah, just want to point your attention to the battle for 7th place between Evil Goblin and Bathtub. There is just a couple attempts on between them. As I've just said, that Bathtub's had a bit of a bad run, and so he's dropped nearly a second on the exit of one corner, which just, you know, it's not ideal. It was really. I was watching the timings. I was there like there's consistently a tenth between them. Bathtub is closing, so I was gonna think, right, it's a bit of a lull at the front here. Let's jump on back, and Bathtub does that. So it's a bit disappointing in the driver, really. I thought he could do better than that.
Tom is pulling out all the rust today, but he's close back up on Evil Goblin. He's still within a second, but likewise, so is Ryan and Austin. So two great battles on track. Alexander Gray is in the wall coming out of Sheen, so this is going to bring Evil Goblin and Bathtub right onto the back of him. Is he going to be able to get away? Oh, Evil Goblin have to dodge Alexander Gray coming out of the corner that I forgot the name of once again. Coming down clearways, Sterling, I won't remember that. I will not remember that. Evil Goblin up into 6th position, Bathtub up into 7th, and Alexander Gray through down clearways, down into 8th, and battling for Michelle Rodriguez for the position of the top Swede. And it looks like Bathtub is going to be up into 6th, and Michelle Rodriguez is going to reclaim his spot as the man from Sweden on top. Oh, all over the grass there. Oh. Alexander Gray not fighting back quite as fast as I expected, so Alexander Gray is going to have the inside line up into Druids. Michelle Rodriguez on the outside. Oh, fantastic racing, very tight racing. Alexander Gray gets a snap of oversteer there, going to lose some serious time out the corner. Michelle Rodriguez is going to take advantage of that. He's going to move through into 8th position, and bumping with Evil Goblin. Evil Goblin goes round out the corner. That was just
Keith. No.
It was just Evil Goblin going a bit too slowly on exit a corner there. Michelle Rodriguez got a bit too fast. They collided. Evil Goblin went round. Michelle Rodriguez has stopped on the track to let Evil Goblin back ahead of him, which is fantastic sportsmanship there. So, well, it's really, really great to see that kind of sportsmanship displayed on these races. Always very much appreciated. But Alexander Gray moves back up into 7th position as a result of that. What's going on back at the front?
Honestly, I'd just like to say right now, if I was Alexander Gray, I'd be terrified. You got split slam in your rearview mirror any second now. You could be in the barrier, so I'd be terrified. I will have to say as well, I do think Bathtub and Split Slam might be listening to the stream, and so me giving a nice critique of Bathtub's driving, I think spurred him on a bit, or at least that's what I'm going with anyway. As we cross the line there, Ryan and Austin have gone 2 seconds faster than Super Pete's that lap. So he needs to have a nice solid lap, and if the guys ahead of him are going to be doing that sort of pace, he could be in trouble at the end of this lap. We'll have to see. It's down to 1.8 seconds. He's going to need a perfect lap by his standards here, and any sort of mistake could see him in big trouble. But I think he understands this, because seeing it, he's driving this lap quite conservatively. He doesn't want to get the car off the road. All he needs to do is maintain his pace, keep it on the road, don't make mistakes, and just keep himself clean. If he can do that, he should be able to survive. But saying that, Ryan has closed the gap down to less than a second now. He's going to have the slipstream all the way down Pilgrim's Drop here. He's really closing. He's pulled 0.3 of a second out on him down the straight here alone. This is going to cause him problems through the next few corners, because he's going to now see them in the rearview mirror, and not just at a distance. They're going to be close. For the first time this race, he's going to have some proper competition for the win. As I'm saying that, he has done a fantastic job driving through those first few corners. Dingodale's in through Sheens now, just driving it nicely, using all the road available to him, and he's holding the gap. He's a lot quicker here, it seems, through this final sector than the others are. So that's going to help him tremendously, which is why they gained over a second on him in the first sector. They're gaining again now, but if he just gets a good exit, is all he needs. All he needs to do is not mess this up horrifically. And he went a bit wide, but he should be okay. It's going to be a run to the line. It's not. He's not okay. Ryan has done him on the line to take the win of the race.
That was incredible. Oh. What a move from Ryan Skywalker there, managing to take the win on the last corner of the race. That was amazing. It was just Super Peach getting all over the grass on the exit of Clark Curve, and then Ryan moves right up through the inside and through on Super Peach. I'm going to take another look back at that one, because that was simply incredible. I'm going to look at this, you will be able to see this, Tom. But Super Peach just gets all over the grass. Ryan Skywalker makes a fantastic move on the grass, down the straight, like Alex Albon at Spa, and he manages to move up into first position and take the win. What a finish. What a finish, Tom.
Tell you what, that was Sergio Perez-esque, diving off the track to make a pass. Real Sergio Perez sort of stuff.
Tom Jones doesn't like Sergio Perez. I think there needs to be a disclaimer made here. I was given a nice review of it there. Like Alex Albon at Spa, that was a fantastic move from Ryan Skywalker.
It was very good. It was good reactions from him. He saw the opportunity and he went for it. It was a fantastic move for him. And to set the fastest lap of the race on the final lap as well, he did a 1:38.5, fastest lap of the race, and I think that's a solid half a second faster than he did in qualifying as well. So that's going to help him.
That was I'm going to call that finish simply scrumptious.
Oof. Oof. Making me hungry.
Ryan Skywalker is in the channel, so he will be waiting for us, and we'll see if we can get Austin Wilk. I'm not sure if he's in the Discord, but of course the first race won by Austin Wilk, so we'd love to have a chat with him. But what a fantastic couple of races they were. Wow, a last lap decider in both races without a safety car. See, Michael Massey, it can be done.
No. But we didn't have Nicholas Latifi. We did have a Canadian, but he didn't put it in a wall like Nicholas Latifi did. So, bit of a difference.
We're gonna get Mr. Ryan Skywalker in here. Here he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Ryan Skywalker. How do you feel after that race win? What a finish!
Man, that was something else. I didn't expect that, to be honest.
I have to say, I was saying, I don't know if you're watching the stream or listening to it, but all the way around that final lap, all I was saying is all the Super Peach has to do is keep it clean, keep it on the track, and he'll be fine. And I was commenting on how well he was doing, and then through the final corner, he just washed. And I saw the time, and I was like, oh, he's got 7/10 of a second, he's fine. And then just out of nowhere, you came flying on through.
Sure, man, he almost pushed me off the track. I had to go like 2 wheels on the grass to get past. That was insane.
That was
Wow.
some finish. I described it as simply scrumptious, and I and that's very
Oh,
apt.
yummy. Now I'm hungry.
I said the same thing. Got
this way with food.
So yeah, you had a good few battles actually throughout them races. You had a good battle with Austin Wilk as well, a new face that we haven't seen before.
Yeah,
what do you think of him?
Come from?
Oh no, he came out of nowhere.
All the way from America.
Yeah, it was very impressive to see him race, and I'm not sure if he's in the Discord anyway, but it was really good to chat to him.
I think he is in that room where everyone else is. His name is GMP MX-5.
What a fantastic name!
Bring him in.
We'll bring him in. Hold on, I'll message him and see can we drag you in.
Find out if we can get him in for an interview, because that was a fantastic win for him in the first race. And Ryan, I have to say, I think you've been looking forward to me coming back to commentate for a while now. You've been bugging me a little bit, so I'm glad you took the win on my return. I'm very glad.
Yeah, man, I did it just to talk to you. You know, I was so glad. That was awesome.
Yeah, good to see him. And here he comes, Mr. Austin Wilk. How is it going, Austin? What a race!
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That was seriously impressive from you, managing to put in a last lap, second to last lap pole on qualifying, then leading start to finish in the first race, and then once again fighting your way through and having a great battle with Ryan. Did you see what happened at the end of that second race there?
Yeah, I was right
front row
behind
seat.
it. I saw the screw up by the leader.
Yeah, I think that was what Ryan was very happy to see. But on your races, really well done in the first race. You had a fantastic first race. What's the secret? You led from start to finish.
Just maximizing your corner exit speed with these MX-5s.
I think that's it, isn't it? They're like little go-karts. What have you got to say on the situation, Tom?
Well, it's just honestly coming into this race, I had a prediction of the top three being Jesus, Ryan, and Michelle, and then Austin, you just came out of nowhere and blew the lot of them out of the water with that qualifying lap, and then I'd say you had a commanding lead at the first race, and then Jesus managed to catch up to the back of you. What was going through your mind when he was sat on your bumper for most of the race?
Austin.
Apologies, technical issues on my end.
I was like, this is where you answer.
Sorry, I did not hear the question. I accidentally unplugged my mic.
Oh, that's fine. So during that first race, when you had Jesus sat on the back of you on your rear bumper, keeping you honest the whole race, what was going through your head?
That I know how to race him because I've raced him before, so he's pretty clean. Was gonna keep it clean, and then I figured he'd wait till the last lap and maybe throw something at me.
You got experience with Jesus, have you? Has he raced in leagues with you before?
Yeah, we've raced in a couple leagues together. So
There we go.
he's pretty clean. He's pretty fast, and he'll keep it right on my ass.
It's the
That's a motto.
it's the North American connection linking up and giving us two fantastic races. Jesus didn't manage to work his way through in the second race quite like you did, Austin there, but wow, really well done from the pair of you, and what a way to end the year for the streaming. Wow, really thank you, boys.
I would just like to say one thing. I am very disappointed in the snipers this evening because I only got hit once.
They were asking me in the chat. They were like, "Should we take out Ryan? Should we take him out? Who should we take out?" I was like, "No."
Bathtub only hit me once.
The Spitz laminator and bathtub did not manage to Spitz laminate enough for our liking, but well, you know what? It gave us some really good racing, and it's been a pleasure to watch you all race today.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks.
That's it from me. For questions, Tom, you got any more?
I was thinking, shall we pull Jesus in here to get? Because I've got some questions for him.
I'm going to pull him. I'm not going to give him any warning. He's coming in. Jesus is coming into the channel. You've
Jesus,
been dragged in
welcome
here,
to the
Jesus.
commentary box. How are you?
I'm doing good. That was definitely a fun race. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Yeah,
Especially
it's
with
really good to see you race,
Uh,
especially with Austin.
Yeah, I think I've raced with him a few times in SRS, Sim Racing System, and we've always had good battles, and today was no exception. He's definitely got the handle on the MX-5, though. It's still too tricky for me. Those brakes are too strong.
They
Does
are, actually.
indeed. From what I remember correctly, you like your cars nice and old and ones that like to slide around with a lot of power under the right foot, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
I found this car had a lot of understeer on the limit, and I found that very frustrating to deal with. And it took me quite a while to get a handle on it, actually.
No,
But
you
I
did.
did manage to squeak out a 38, which I was pretty proud of. So
Now, Jesus, I do have a very important, or at least I believe it's a very important question. When you pitched Alexander Gray and yourself into the barrier in that second race, what was going through your head?
I was going through my guy. I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is close. We're really close. I hope he gets on the gas. Shit, he never got on the gas.
Jesus,
I might have caused
just
that.
tucking in behind him there. He's probably
Well, we
going to
were
have
all
to follow
so
him
close.
through
We
here.
were just training there. And,
Boy, he
it was
takes
a matter of
contact,
inches.
he spins
I
about
don't know
it.
if it was
Gets what he
lag
deserves.
or,
A nice big
ping
dose
or
of
just
karma there for
messing wrong
Jesus.
or what, but I just touched him, and of course it was at the right time, and we both went around. So
Well,
you know, it's
fortunate-
racing.
fortunately,
Hopefully he
Chap has kindly put the replay on screen so we could watch you murder him one more time.
Awesome.
Just thought I'd give everyone a bit of a refresher of your. You were the best sniper on track today, so well done. But yeah,
I gave Alex a big shot down the straight to get him back in front of Jesus, and I think that's what caused the whole thing.
oh, you
Yeah,
were
the
3 wide
old
at some
bump
point.
draft, I was like, yeah, no, that was perfect. I was like, oh my god, that's stellar. That was some good racecraft. Just give him a little bump draft to get back in front of me. And yeah, it made it all interesting. It worked out for you in the end, Austin.
I was hoping the two of you would just stay side by side there and then have to check up and I could go around you, but you guys managed to make it a little more interesting.
That second race, me and Jesus also rubbed a few bumpers at one stage. He went on the inside, I went on the outside. I think it was Diego or someone. And through the second last corner. Yeah, that was close.
That's actually when Austin, I think it was, or maybe it was Ryan, got past me because you were trying to pass him on the outside. I was going to pass him on the inside, and then there was no room. And then both you guys freight trained around both of us on the inside. Like we were on the inside, you freight trained around us on the outside.
I've got one final question for Ryan. When you went off, I believe it was in the first race, Ryan. Did you make any nice sandcastles in the gravel pit at the outside paddock?
I didn't bring my spade. I was so distraught. I thought, like, next time we race, I'm definitely going to bring my spade.
Yeah, we
Honestly, I'm just disappointed in you now, Ryan.
yeah, we
it was good fun.
we witnessed some prime sandcastle making throughout. But yeah, well done, guys. Really good racing from all of you.
Thanks.
That's
Have a
it
great evening, guys.
from me, I think. Tom, all you good?
Yeah, that's everything from me.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll see you soon, boys.
Cheers.
Right? Cheers.
See, there we go. Lovely stuff. So there we go. That does conclude the stream for today and the racing. What a fantastic set of races that was. I'm going to play through some of the highlights as drivers further back look to make their way through. As I'm sure they really top job from all the drivers today, and I'm sure they'll all be very happy with them.
Yeah,
drivers further back look to make their way through, as I'm sure they will. But Evil Goblin, Keith, looking up the inside. Who's that been bumped? That's Diogo
fun going into turn one when Alexander Gray has done the move around the outside to take that second place. Always good to see cars getting out through there. Just tucking in behind him there. He's probably going to have to follow him through here as he takes the contact, he spins about and he gets what he deserves. A nice big dose of. And he went a bit wide, but he should be okay. It's going to be a run to the line. It's not. He's not okay. Ryan has done him on the line.
Track Titan racing memories to go through. So thank you to everyone that raced, and once again, thank you to everyone that watched today. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. So I think that's all from me today. You got any closing remarks, Tom, to round us out?
No, none other than it's been great to be back. I've really enjoyed being here again, and I hope to be here soon. I know it's going to be a few weeks till I can come back again, but been good.
I'm sure, well, Tom, I'm sure we all think is very welcome back in the commentary box whenever he's available. And, well, I'll still be here. Just little old me, Adam Chapman, sat in the commentary box. You know how it is. I'll be joined, I'm sure, in the new year once again by Mr. Spitzlam. I'm sure he'll be making his return to commentary, and likewise with Tom at some point in the new year. We'll be seeing you again. But that is us for 2021. Like I said, won't be streaming next week's race, so the race will still be going on, just without streaming. So make sure that you get involved. tracktitan.io/discord to join the Discord. Everything will be announced in there. You'll see the servers go live, and it will no doubt be a lot of fun for you to crack into with your steering wheel that you get for Christmas. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people out there getting steering wheels for Christmas, so you can bite into that. Not 100% what it's going to be next week, but yeah, we will see. So from me and from everyone at Track Titan, from Spitzlam, sure he'll extend his love from the racetrack, and I'm sure from Tom as well. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, however you celebrate, and Happy New Year to everyone when that does come around, and we'll see you once again the week after next. So that's it from me, and you can say bye as well, Tom.
Thank you very much. Have a Merry Christmas.
And yeah, we'll see you in a few weeks' time, everyone. See you later now.